Christchurch, New Zealand is the host of the 2005 All Nations Championship Finals featuring Australia.
Pass.
Looking for Christy Judd and just that ball going forward.
Well, the referees have certainly had to work overtime. You can see why we need to have 3 referees doing a rotation in the game of touch. This game's been played at a cracking pace.
Cartony for Happy. Now Breen, the try scorer, comes 2 metres short of the half. Wycliffe. And Rachel Stevenson. It's Pettit getting on the outside and the touch is called.
Well, great run there by Pettit. Getting on the outside of the Australian defence has given her team some good field position now.
Williams not able to complete the pass. So Australia just need to hang on to the ball, complete their sets and get down the other end of the park. And they should be okay. New Zealand, they've got to probe and tease and try and find a hole.
Well, New Zealand need to put some real pressure on the Australians in defence now. They need to get a turnover before they get to their down to their try line.
Pitfield caught on the last.
Now you can expect the Australians to put some real pressure on the Kiwis here.
Pettit been very good today. Now Williams. Frankie Mortimer, got Cartney on the outside. Coming on the inside, Hannah Brand. Now Mortimer, good run out from acting half. There's a chance now if she can pick up Cartney. Yes, there's. It's all locked up 3-all in the women's final. Brilliant play from the New Zealand team to square it up.
Great work there by Frankie Mortimer out from dummy half. One of the Australians slips over, opens up the opportunity there, and who's there? The captain, Tui Cartney, to score in the corner. Great work, New Zealand.
So the 2 captains leaving an indelible impression on this game. 3-all. They have both been key figures. This time ticks away Judd. New Zealand inside the 5, so critical penalty for Australia. Amanda Judd.
Testing times here for the Kiwis. 3-all, they need to hold the Australians out. Time is almost up.
So Kelly Woods runs across the face of the New Zealand team. Judd coming back on the inside, the touch is made. If it's locked up, it's 3-all at the end of regulation. We go to a drop-off, which will add even more emotion and more drama to what's been a thrilling contest so far. Williams, the captain, trying to create an overlap. Winchester with the right foot step and a great touch by Barrett Chase.
Great work there by Barrett Chase, covering there on the defensive line. The Australians now still probing.
Williams, the captain. Rogerson. Leaves Winchester, caught in possession. This is Claire Winchester with the ball now. Ma. Roxy Winder.
Well, good work there by the Kiwis. Bit of a suggestion of an elbow there to the face.
Very competitive, a very intense contest. Tiaho.
And we're into the drop-off situation. Regular time is up. We are now down to 5 players.
Still a little bit of time to go.
Sorry, Ken, I was wrong. The referee had stopped the play there. I thought she was ordering players off. Was for the injury.
So Pettit just into the Australian half. Now Mortimer, Tui Cartney. So there it is, full time, 3-all. As Jason Hempson alluded to just a moment ago, we'll now go to the drop-off. And for those of you not familiar with it,
what happens now, Ken, every 2 minutes, both teams will lose a player. So we've gone from 6, we're now down to 5. Creates a whole lot more of opportunities, a lot more open spaces out there, but also means fatigue sets in. You still can substitute, but only 5 players aside. If it's still 3-all after another 2 minutes, it'll drop down to 4 and so on, down to 3 players. Golden try, first scorer wins the tournament.
They have been the 2 best teams in the Women's Open Division at the inaugural All Nations competition in 2005. At the end of regulation time, 3-all, these 2 teams forced to go to a drop-off. So now Sharon Williams, the captain. They keep the ball alive on the inside through Amanda Judd. Now Kelly Woods back on the inside for Judd, taken in defence by Mortimer.
Great work by the Kiwis, the Aussies with the first crack. They've got another couple of touches left.
Winchester. Louise Winchester, this is Shelley Metcham. From Western Australia, dumps about 7 metres out. Chance now for Winchester, she can find a player available to get the ball down. And very good defence from Mortimer, Frankie Mortimer from Canterbury. You won't die wondering whether she made the touch, that's for sure.
Well, it was 10 on 10 then, it was dummy half court. Referee just conferring with his touch official. And yes, it is a handover. Well, great work there by the Kiwis, but managed to hold Australia out.
Australia field position, there's an error from New Zealand. That's a big error. 6 metres out from their own line. Now Australia look to spread immediately. Rogerson. This is Louise Winchester.
She's been one of the standout players of the final. Look for her to create something for the Australians.
Amanda Judge on the loop. Taken by Whitcliffe. There's the time, 1 more to drop off. So now we're down to 4 aside. With Australia having field position.
Well, they're 5 metres out. They've got 4 touches left.
Judd. Back on the inside for Williams, the captain. On the fly is Woods. Chance now on the left-hand side. Could that be the try that's going to win it? And it's going to be. And down to 4, that big error. 5 metres out from their own line by the New Zealand team, coughing up possession to the Australians. And 1 slim opportunity.
Halfway on the Australian side.
Just 6 aside, Jason, a rule change a couple of years ago. The game dropping down from 7 to 6, opening up opportunities for the attacking side, obviously.
Yeah, well, with the development of touch, which is, you know, a relatively young sport in the scheme of things, it has come a long way from the original days of having markers and 7 aside to now down to 6 aside. Just an involvement of the game, opened the game up a lot more, and means there are a lot more touchdowns being scored, and makes the game more exciting for everybody.
So Stanton and Guy Moore working together. Robinson. This is Guy Moore. Stanton and Guy Moore occupy a lot of time in the middle around the acting half area. Now going forward, Guy Moore offloading. Chance now for Stoddard, who has done this many, many times over the last 4 days. Peter Stoddard, 27-year-old from Brisbane, doesn't need much of a chance, and out wide on the wing. He doesn't miss very often.
Great work there by the Australians. That play, we just had one dummy runner coming from behind the ruck from the opposite side of the field, just threw the Kiwi defence off. And Australia extend their lead. They're out to 3-1 now.
Whitiowa Black working with Chris Wall in the middle. Tries a little dummy and a delayed pass. The ball goes to ground. So Australia with the opportunity to work the ball away from their own quarter. And at pace.
Penalty there to the Australians. The Kiwis not able to get back their 5 metres.
Curran. And Farrow and Sonda working together. Dayberg Muir's been aggressive in the game so far. Carries the ball forward again. Now Sonda tries a long ball over the top. And catch and pass on the left-hand side. No hint of a forward pass. And Jamie Stowe from Sydney is awarded the try. So consecutive opportunities down the left-hand side of the park for the Australian side, and they're reaping the rewards.
Well, once again, set up there by Gary Sonder, and then quick hands there by number 9, Chris Farrow, and just too easy there in the end for the Australians. Extend the lead out by 3 now, 4-1, and they are really looking like title championship contenders here.
Morris Stone can't take a ball. They're not under much pressure, the New Zealand team. There's still time to go. They're only trail by 3, and they've got a lot of try-scoring ability in the team, Jason. They don't need to panic.
No, they certainly don't, Ken. They have got a lot of try-scoring ability, as you say. In the blink of an eye, you can see 2 or 3 touchdowns being scored. The Kiwis, they were down 4-2 in that semi-final this morning at half-time. They were able to come back and win at 7-5, so you know, they won't be panicking at the moment.
Mitchell. Louis Bartlett. Eli Donovan. It's a good movement from the New Zealand team. Bartlett. Eli Donovan. Game, and he loses the ball. Eli Donovan.
Well, they are making a lot of uncharacteristic mistakes, the New Zealanders, and they won't want to continue that for too long. I mean, one thing to be able to come back from 2 down in the semi-finals, another thing playing these Australians who are the world champions and having them up 3 or 4 and expecting them to fold. They just won't do it.
So Guy Moore out from acting half, and Stanton pats the ball on and ruled forward by the officials. It's Anthony Ziadi on the screen just a moment ago.
Leon Skinner rallying his troops. He knows that they can't afford to give Australia any more touchdowns before they hit them back.
So Skinner. So 3 metres short of the half. Fitiawa Black, Brian Adams dumps in between 2 defenders. They change the direction on the left-hand side through Troy Skinner. Now Fitiawa Black. Good movement from the New Zealand teams. Leon Skinner! And the touch is made. A desperate touch. So some tremendous attack and equally good defence from both sides.
Great work there by the Australian defence. Chris Farrow getting across there in cover. He had a hand in the last touchdown for the Aussies. That time he saved them one.
So the New Zealand team need to apply some pressure, keep Australia down this end of the park. Sonder. Australians make some changes. Sonder running at Fitiawa Black, dumps in front of him. Now Dayberg Muir looks for a call, suggesting the ball came off a New Zealand hand. No call from the official. New Zealand's down by 3.
Well, there's a handover straight away from the roll ball. Incorrect roll ball there by the New Zealand team.
Stanton, ball player in the middle of the park. This is Scott Mitchell at acting half with the ball. Stanton gets it back.
Look out for number 12 here, Phil Gilmore. There'll be something happening with him, I'm sure.
Stanton for Stoddard, and the touch is made. It's a good one by Nazir Silbury. Shuka for Stanton. Now Mitchell. Stanton again with a nice long ball over the top. And Fitiawa Black is with the New Zealand team penalised for being offside. So more pressure for the New Zealand team with Australia. Fresh set of 6 with field position.
And more importantly, Ken, they're soaking up more time as we head in close to half-time. It'll be hard for the New Zealand team to come back from 4-1 down. Australia with a set of 6. Gilmore in the middle of the park now. And they'll just look to soak up some time, use their 6 and hopefully get in for a touchdown.
Mitchell with the ball now. Stanton, what a threat he is in possession. Now going to the line, that long pass for Stoddard, the big threat. Now playing out on the right-hand side of the park, Stoddard. Guy Moore tries the ball back on the inside. That's clever play from the Australian team, Scott Mitchell. And it's Phil Guy Moore out from dummy half, drifting left to right, turning the ball back on the inside to a runner coming right to left. That's a very smooth try. Look at that.
Great work there by Gaymore. Cut back on the inside. 5-1 to Australia.
So now Nui Bartlett. Hikator can't handle. More fatigue and pressure, they say, can play tricks on the line, and there's another error from New Zealand, throwing the ball away. So Sonda picks up easy meters, and in the space of 2 touches, inside the New Zealand half again, Australia through Ben Robinson. Now Sonda, Dayberg Muir, Sonda gets the ball back. Again, movement has been a feature of this game. Now Dayberg Muir. And Stanton was looking for a short ball, and it came off a New Zealand hand and get another set of 6. So they are just slowly winding it up, Australia.
They certainly are, Ken. You hear the New Zealand coach at half-time really urging his players to speed the game up. This rain, as you said before, Ken, is not going to help them in that.
Wall, position, Nui Bartlett at dummy half. He gets the ball back. Good tight. Bartlett for Brian Adams. Under some pressure. Chris Wall changes the direction, back for Bartlett. 2-on-1, chance here, and yes, and look, ball it forward though. Yes, there's the call. The idea was there. It was the thing to do, but the transfer drifting forward, so Australia. Again, they moved the ball well. Matthew Curran. Gary Sonda, play the whistle, Jace.
Yep, took off from dummy half there. Wasn't a bad play though, he did run through, so gave his defensive line the time to get back and get set, ready for the next wave of attack from the Kiwis.
Jesse Courts in a good chase and defence from Gavin Shooker. This is Leon Skinner. Adams needs to find someone available, and no, ball goes to ground first. But it's a penalty. Australia offside. Chance now for New Zealand. They need something positive.
Well, they really need to get a few touchdowns on the board before the 10-minute mark. Otherwise, it's going to be very, very difficult for them.
Skinner running across the face, turns the ball back on the inside for Black. Shows the ball, drops it off short. Numbers on the left-hand side. Donovan. That's the sort of start they wanted to the second half. New Zealand. Through Eli Donovan, hometown boy from Canterbury. It's a good try on the left-hand side.
Well, the Canterbury connection there. Once again, their captain, Leon Skinner, created the opportunity. His Canterbury teammate, Eli Donovan, in for the try. 7-2 Australia.
Guy Moore shows the ball left, passes it right for Mitchell. Guy Moore gets it back. Now Curran. A lot of ball moving around the acting half area from Australia. Scoop out from dummy up. Guy Moore catch and pass. And Stoddard. No, the touch is made.
Well, good work again there from the Australians, but just that last pass seemed to have been touched before he released the ball. So let off there from New Zealand.
Troy Skinner and 6 and Leon Skinner and 1, both key players for the New Zealand team. This is Leon Skinner, the captain, outstanding player going forward. Louis Bartlett's on his left, drops the ball on the right for Hikator. So some 1-2 play between a couple classy players. Skinner on the last. It's better attack going forward though from New Zealand.
Yeah, much better yardage, Ken, and they got one opportunity up on the Australians line there. They really need now to work hard defensively and force an error from the Australians so they can get some field position and get a set of 6 in the Australians' half.
Stoddard under some pressure, Bartlett with the touch. Now Australia at pace. Good touch from Chris Wall on the last. Now Louis Bartlett one-on-one with Stoddard, turns it on the inside. Hikator takes a break. Chris Wall goes forward. Now Brian Adams. This is good pacey stuff from the New Zealand team. Bartlett at first receiver on the left-hand side. Chris Wall's out wide. New Zealand trying to pull an Australian defender out of the line to create an overlap. Skinner with a left foot step. Now the quick dump, catch and pass out right from Morris Stone, touch made. Morris Stone, what a player he has been as a junior in the New Zealand elite system. And it's very solid driving coming from Australia. Kevin Shuka.
Just a good solid set of 6 there from the Australians, not doing anything silly, just making sure they hold the ball, complete their sets.
This has been a better half of football from New Zealand. Whitiawa Black. Now Nutai Black. Very skillful. Whitiawa Black now Nutai trying the ball over the top and a touch made by Anthony Ziadi for Australia. And Nutai Black. Touch made comfortably, but Australia penalised for being inside the 5. So another set of 6 for New Zealand and good field position.
Another good opportunity for them as we're coming up to the 10-minute mark in this first half. And
ball height. Nutai back on the inside for Whitiawa Black, and the touch just made by Mitchell. Hikator on the ball. Eli dumps about 7 metres out. Now Hikator goes forward. And a very important hand from Kevin Shuka on your screen there.
New Zealand had the overlap on the right-hand side there, so great defensive work by Shuka for the Australians.
On time. Eli on the board, then dumps 6 out. Gets the ball back and loses the ball in the act of scoring. So Australia have been under some pressure the last few minutes as New Zealand fight and scrap to get back in the contest. Nutai with an aggressive touch. And Shuka going off. So now Stanton dumps between 2 defenders, gets the ball back, goes forward. What a player he has been this week and today, Jason Stanton out of Sydney. And this player in possession of the ball as well, Gary Sonda. He's had an outstanding tournament.
Yeah, both of those players, Ken, they've been the dominant middle players for the Australian team. And certainly in this game, they've stood out.
Australia forced to play the extra game. They lost to New Zealand in the 1-2 final, with New Zealand winning, automatically qualifying for the final. So Australia forced to play Fiji in the sudden death semi. So this is their 10th game in 4 days, Australia. Whitiawa Black with a ball over the top and a good touch made by Jamie Stout. Now Skinner caught in position from dummy half. It's a turnover.
It was great work by the winger to come in off his line and make that touch. The ball floating over the top. Cut down the Kiwis as he makes a run up the sideline. The Australians now just happy to use their sets of six, not do anything silly, just make sure they play them out and get some field possession. They're the ones in the lead, 7-2.
New Zealand penalised for pushing. Very fine line sometimes. These games get very competitive, particularly when these two sides play each other. And now Sonda out from dummy half, holds the ball up. Bit of contact.
Just looking for Guy Moore to run a line there. The fence was in front of him though. The Australians happy just to probe there, pull the Kiwis off their line.
Stanton looking to pick up a runner on the left-hand side, knocked down by a New Zealander. So another set. This is Kevin Shuka. Black with the touch. Long ball, 2-on-1, and there it is for Peter Stoddard. And as easy as you like, he scores the 8th try. And again, the final pass given by Jason Stanton. But Peter Stoddard has scored some very impressive tries this week at the All Nations Championships. And we've seen enough of him today to indicate he's going to be a significant player on the international level for many seasons.
Great work there by Stoddard, holding his line on the wing. And once again, the middle players for the Australians doing all the work in there. Jason Stanton had another hand in that touchdown. Great work.
Bartlett dropping off a short ball, good hands. Chris Wall. Little left, little right, little dummy. In the end, we always knew there was a penalty coming for Australia being inside the 5. Now Brian Adams. Louis Bartlett. Bartlett offloading. Runners in space. They looked a good try. No touch. There's a water in favour of Australia, but that's good hole running from the New Zealand team. Adams. Bartlett. Nothing doing for Bartlett, so he dumps on the 5. Hawke's Bay NPC rugby representative player, Bartlett. Now Silbury, Brian Adams, Bartlett. And a player available out here on the left wing, just looking to tie the defence up in the middle, Bartlett. That's Bartlett, Nutai. Dumps for Adams. Nutai tries to go down in front, and it's going to be given. Yes, a good probing work by the New Zealand team, and that's good reward. They were patient and disciplined, and they got the try.
Well, they were patient, Ken.